Every night at exactly 3:17, my old phone rang, although it was turned off. I bought it at a flea market for pennies, an ordinary old Samsung. Everything was fine for the first few days, but then the alarm clock started playing at night. 3:17 a.m., I turned it off. The next night, again. I reset the settings, I deleted the alarms, I even pulled out my SIM card. But every night the same thing happened. After a week, I became really scared. I decided to find out who was the previous owner of the phone. The seller said that the phone belonged to his brother. He died in an accident a few years ago. Time of death? 3:17 a.m. I wanted to throw the phone away, but before that I turned on the recorder and left it overnight. In the morning, the recording was empty almost to the very end. And then a quiet male voice said, "Bring him back." I lived with a neighbor for almost 2 years. We talked normally, played together, and sometimes ordered food at night. But there was one oddity. My things were constantly missing. Socks first, then charging. Sometimes small money is off the table. I thought I was losing everything myself. But one day I lost my headphones, which I definitely left at home, and then I put the old phone on record at night. At 3:14 a.m., the door to my room slowly opened. It was my neighbor. He walked in quietly, picked up his wallet from the table, and began rummaging inside. Then he opened the closet and took out my things, as if he knew where everything was. The next day, I pretended that I didn't know anything. And in the evening, I decided to check his room while he was gone. He had a box. There were my things inside, all the things that have been lost for the last 2 years. But that wasn't the scariest part. There were printed photos of me taken while I was sleeping. I had almost no friends at school, and one day I decided to conduct an experiment. I created a fake Instagram account and started posting photos of expensive cars, watches, and bundles of money. Everything was taken from Pinterest. A week later, something strange happened. People who had never written to me started inviting me for a walk. The girls answered in seconds. Even old acquaintances suddenly became brothers. One guy who used to laugh at me asked me to borrow money for him. I continued to play the role of the rich man for another month, and honestly, I loved it. People treated me completely differently. But then I posted a post. It was a social experiment. It's not my car or my money in the photo. After that, almost everyone disappeared. They stopped calling me for a walk again. And then I realized one thing. People didn't like me. They liked who they thought I was.